What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Ancient One. That's right, the first of the Astral team to be released, and the first Battle World team to be released. So looking at speed, because that's the only stat that really matters when they're level 0, 122, so okay on the speed. One turn faster than like Gladiator, because I think Gladiator's 121, same with Ultimates and stuff. Hero, Global, Mystic, Brawler, Astral. Again, Battle World Central team, but then you need the Awaken abilities to make them a war team, and yeah, you really need them for Ancient One. So, let's get into the basics. Soul Strike, attack primary and adjacent targets for 75% piercing. When forced to attack an ally, this character deals less damage to astral characters, so that helps with the mind control aspect of it. We're also applying a bunch of bleeds on crit, apply an additional bleed, and then on crit, more bleeds, more bleeds, more bleeds. So the T4 here is not really that essential, but you can put it on. Again, we have a metric boatload of T4s from Spotlight raids, and they also added T4s into the free and the paid track of the, I think it's the Battle Pass, if I'm not mistaken. So that was pretty interesting. So that should help with anybody having T4 issues. This one is kind of a luxury T4, honestly. I don't think it's really a necessary one. Going into the special, Serene Devastation. Attack all enemies for 60% piercing, 5% of and plus 5% of each target's max health. So max health damage is always really great. Apply counter to self and all allies. It's unavoidable, cannot be blocked. More piercing, gets extra crit damage. More piercing, flipping and negative effects on all, flipping all positive effects into negative effects on all enemies, which is nuts. The T4 is more damage and applying 3 counter. And it also applies speed up as well in Battle World. This T4 is kinda eh. Honestly, it's just more damage, but the counters aren't the biggest thing. It's kinda meh, but this is the Awaken ability that you're really going to want to make this team work in war. Getting that speed up on spawn. It's also to all allies as well, so there's some potential for plug and play with her. So it's pretty interesting, but this is going to be paywalled in some way. I don't know if this is going to be the free one that they give through a Battle Pass, Strike Pass. We're getting like Shadow King's Basic from the Alliance donation boxes. So there's ways we're going to get it. Maybe it'll be in the Turkey store. Who knows? I don't care about war. You know that. But if you like war, this is an absolute essential one to do. So yeah, that's going to be locked. Cool. Coming into the ult, Arcane Rain. We have attack primary target for 100% piercing. So a lot of piercing on this kit. Chain to one adjacent enemy, 100% piercing. And then attack the most injured enemy for 100% piercing as well. You'll see it does some speed bar reduction. You get more piercing, more rebound chains. It also applies safeguard to self and all astral allies, which is great. And it's also going to apply stun to the most injured enemy. So you're applying stun to the most injured enemy, and you're rewinding them for 100% if you've got the 100% turn meter, if you've got the T4. This could be really interesting in Crucible and some plug and play aspects, because you're rewinding somebody by 100% turn meter and you're stunning them. So you're like debilitating a specific character pretty hard, which is really nice. But unfortunately, you don't get to pick the person you want to do this on, because it's the most injured. So this could be interesting if you're able to manipulate this well and stun a person for a very long time. I think this T4 is really nice to have, honestly. I think this is a good one for the kit. It's a lot of damage. Also, reducing that speed bar by 100% instead of 50% is really nice. So I'd say do this one for sure. This one is really, really nice. Last up, Master of the Mystic Arts. That's right, get wrecked, Doctor Strange. It's not you. Gain 100% chance to counterattack. Gain 25% crit damage. The focus of this character and each astral ally can only be reduced by offense down. And this is a new mechanic that I have never seen before. So this could be interesting if you're trying to like get some negative effects out there. Maybe like turn 1 if you're going against an Apocalypse. Because I think Apocalypse lowers the focus for all enemies on the first turn. So that could be pretty interesting if if that could be a potential use inside of Cosmic Crucible to get some negative effects super quickly on a team that has APOC potentially. I know a lot of people don't have APOC on defense, but that's where my head went first. In Battle World, on turn, prolong the duration of all positive effects. On turn, flip heal block. In Battle World, on spawn, apply Safeguard to self and all astral allies with this character. Has counter, reduce enemy crit chance by 50% as well. So a potential Cabal counter there, but she has to special first to get those counters up. So not going to be lowering that crit chance until they have counter. And then the T4 in Battle World, this is going to be an essential one. In Battle World, if this character has 3 or more astral allies at the start of any match, enemy characters cannot spawn with taunt, so no pre-taunt, which is great. On self and astral ally crit, generate 1 ability energy for self and all astral allies. So she's the battery of the team. So she's going to be really, really good. And then for the awaken ability, if you want them to be used in war, guess what? You want Safeguard. And that's going to be adding essentially all the Battle World effects to war. So on spawn, apply Safeguard. 3 or more astral enemies cannot, astral allies, enemies cannot spawn with taunt. And then in war, on turn, prolong the duration of all positive effects by 1 up to a maximum of 3. So if you want this to be a war team, this is essentially the lady you need the awaken abilities on to be a war team, because you get the speed up on spawn here, and then you get that Safeguard on spawn, and then every time Ancient One takes a turn, she is going to increase the duration of all positive effects by 1, which is ridiculously strong. They keep their buffs for a super long, long time. So that is Ancient One's kit. Once again, the T4 for the ult is really good to have. For the passive, sorry, the T4 is pretty much essential. The ult is really good. I would say do it. The special, If you're going to get the Awaken ability, then obviously you need to do the T4. So the Awaken ability is essential for war. I'd say this one is kind of a nice to have. And then the basic is honestly kind of luxury. But honestly, you can tell because of the passive, crits, all that good stuff, you're going to want Ancient One as a Raider. Also, not having the focus dropped on the Astral team by anything but offense down is really nice. So even at low stars, they should do really, really well. I really don't think you're going to need Skirmisher on anybody on this team. So I think Raider's going to be really, really good on Ancient One. I think that's going to be the best ISO class for the bald lady here. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps you out. Also, who should you core on this team? Let's go look at the Astral team, shall we? Shadow King is the unlock event for the legendary whatever the hell is going to happen. Ancient One. Listen, don't core this team. Save your cores. Don't bother. Unless your team is unless your alliance is trying to go super high in Battle World, I'd say probably core Ancient One, because the 4-piece will probably be better with Ancient One. But I don't know. I don't see coring either of these being useful. But we're going to get into Emma Frost X-Men next, and then we will do Shadow King's kit as well. And then I'll also talk about the reworks. You see how high I've built them already, because they're kind of nutty. But until next time, this has been Dolan. Later, MSFers.